Hi everyone, this is Lakshay. This is day 2 of my 30 days in Japan, and I'll be publishing a video every week, one video about something. So today I'm going to talk about like what I did in my second day in Japan, right? So the main agenda for today was to check out the Tokyo National Museum. Why? Because it's the National Museum of Japan, and of course, if you want to learn about the country's history, usually the national museums are the best way to start. So before the National Museum, I went to the Harajuku Street, which was nearby, and honestly, like not really impressed there. There were pet cafes like Owl Cafe, Shiba cafes, and pig cafes, and there were like a lot of these like sweet shops. But you can find these in any neighborhood in Tokyo, not just Tokyo, actually anywhere in Japan as well. So yeah, I mean, good to go once, but that's about it. There were nice, I heard like there are like other nice low-key cafes, but you have to like go branch out from the main street and check them out. So there are like many YouTube videos on that. So after the Harajuku Street, I went through Ginza. Ginza is the expensive neighborhood of Tokyo, the most expensive one, where you can see all the big brands like Louis Vuitton and so on, right? So yeah, they have the shops there. So I just like passed through it, and then I went to the Tokyo National Museum. The museum ticket cost me around 1,000 yen, which is about like 600 rupees and 60 euros. So it's quite cheap. No, 6 euros. It's still quite cheap. And there are like three main buildings. So you have the first one, like the main building that you enter, like the right in front of you. It's where they host the main exhibition, so main history stuff, and some samurai armor, some Buddha statues, and katanas and so on, and some Japanese art, like starting from like the early early bronze period till the modern times. So yeah, like usual chronology, right, like, that you find in many museums. So I checked out the main building, and then there is another building there where you have the Pan Asia stuff, but I didn't want to check that out because once again I've seen a lot of these religious Buddhist stuff in other museums in Asia, so there wasn't something unique for me there. So at the museum visit, the main building museum visit, was about like 2 hours for me, and I was like rushing through a lot. So like you can literally spend the whole day there just in the main museum building. But honestly speaking, like it wasn't such a wow thing for me, the museum. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I was expecting to see, like shoguns armors, like the Tokugawa shoguns armors, or their swords, or like World War II stuff, it wasn't there. So apparently there are other museums in different cities where you will find like all the like key stuff scattered basically, so that of course, yeah, so that you have to pay more and then you have to visit more and so on. So I mean, it's a tactic, but yeah, I was expecting much more from the National Museum of Japan. At least some like a nice history lesson about like what happened and so on, but it wasn't really there. Yeah, so after the museum, I was quite hungry, and then I decided to get a ramen nearby. So I found this this nice vegan place. I'll put the name in the description. It was one of the best ramen I have ever had. Like really amazing, really nice, creamy broth, and the flavors were also quite rich. So I had my lunch there, and then I called it a day, to rest for the next day. So yeah, that was my second day in Japan. Yeah, so didn't really do a lot, but yeah, decided to tick off the one main thing, that was the Tokyo National Museum. would I visit it again? Probably not. I think I will not visit the National Museum again, even in my next visits to Japan. Although there is something interesting which is not inside the museum, but which is outside, and that's the park, right? Like so, museum is surrounded by this Oneo Park, and that is, well, of course, it's a park and it's a public park. It's completely free, but and it's like it's quite good. Like if you walk there, if you go for a walk there, it's really amazing. People are doing stuff there. It's quite happening, and yeah, that was the highlight for me at the museum visit. So yeah, that was my second day in Tokyo, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna evolve this series as something like topic related. So I'm gonna talk about, like, stuff that is helpful for you guys. So that would be like, how to take the bullet trains, how to navigate with the transport. Yeah, so I'll try to be more specific. I think that's the feedback I got in my previous videos as well. But yeah, I think that's about it. And I'm going to Fukuoka, that is a bit southwest in Japan, and I'll be spending a week there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you again in the next video.